I was just checking my camera now. Some people were saying that it says take about 2 minutes to come in. But if you can see me, can you just flick me a little chat on the side and let me know that that I'm appearing on your screen? That would be great. There's a problem with technology. Is apparently it's frozen from one side. On my side. Okay, someone has just, thank you very much. Someone has just said it's all good here. So there are some people are still, it's the music for those of you it's all good here. Is the music coming out okay? Right, we better start it. So just let me know if the music sound horrible or anything like that, or you can't hear me. I got someone that is gonna tune in and say yes or no, or maybe it sounds horrible. Then we're gonna get started. So you settle yourself. If you need anything to support you, I've got a dictionary. It's quite thick, and bring it to support you when we're coming to any balance that you may wish to get your support into. Welcome to City Fitness Live. So it's a pleasure to have you on your living room. My name is Pele Ford, and I'll guide you through this morning with your power vinyasa. So we're going to start to move gently, warming up our body. It's a bit cold. And then we take it out to a peak pose. Then we're going to come down and finish off with Savasana. So you can modify your pose at home. And if you feel like that, you just come down and pause, do so. It's your own practice. It's your body. Be kind to it. So I pick a theme this morning that we're going to work on. It's on our. So we'll begin with our breath with Ujjayi breath. Inhale through your nose and out through your nose. But if there any restriction, so you can exhale out through your mouth. So closing down your eyes and just empty out your lung. So we take 5 breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Inhale.
And exhale. The last three, say it out through your mouth. Inhale. Two more. Last one. Bring your palm of your hands together and really rub it together to create some heat in the palm of your hands. Keep rubbing. And slowly from here, bring it and place on top of your eyes. And slowly release your hands and we'll begin. Walk your left fingertips up towards the left side. Float your right arm up and lean over to the left. Maintain your right hip down towards the neck and pause here. Saying good morning to our side body here. And slowly from here, we're going to awaken our hips by leaning forward and sweeping it over the other side. Say hello to the left side. One more set. Feel it into your hips as you're moving forward and allowing to lengthen out with your right. Last one on the other side. Bring it over and reach it out. Very nice. And slowly coming back in and walk your fingertips forward. Lengthen your spine first. Press your sit bone down and allow your head to come between your arms. You may sway from side to side here if you wish, and just awakening your shoulders, fingertips. And slowly walking your hands back towards you. And we're going to come to our mat to tabletop. And from here, we're going to just do a little bit of movement, swaying from side to side, and maybe forward and back, any variation. And circle it out. And from here, taking your fingertips out to the side, and then rock from side to side. Allowing your head to move with it. Awakening out to our neck. And maybe you can turn your fingertips towards your knees and a gentle rock forward and back. Really take it really easy. And slowly coming back to neutral. Bring your big toes to touch, widen your knees out, and allow your hips to come back towards your heels and find child's pose. And start to activate your fingertips, come up into your fingertips. And walking it over to the left side. Find the lift first and lower your head between your arms. And slowly walking back over the other side, same thing. And slowly coming back to center and find tabletop. So we're going to start to move. So from here, take a full inhale, float your right arm forward and send your left leg back. Flex your left toes towards your shin and hold here. And just pause and breathe into it. Finding the lift, firing up your core, chest lift, crown of the head forward. And slowly lower down. We're going to switch over the other side. Same thing. Float it forward. Hold here. So you can feel into your hips here. Your arms reaching forward. And slowly lower down. So we're going to move. Inhale, float it forward. Exhale, activate your core and draw it in. Inhale, forward. Exhale, draw it in. And from here, you're going to take it out. Inhale, kick your left leg out, right arm out. Exhale, draw it in. One more, kick out, and draw it in. And lower down over the other side. Two forward, inhale, draw it in. Inhale, draw it in. Kick it out, flexing your toes, and draw it in. Nice. Out again, lift your chest, and draw it in again. And nice. Pause here, get in cow pose. 4 of those. Inhale, draw your chest forward, shining it forward. Exhale, press the net away with your hands and knees, and hug your belly and chin in. Inhale to find a cow pose. Bring your sternum between your arms and shine it forward. Exhale, draw it in and press the net away. Last 2, inhale, draw it forward. And exhale, draw it in. Inhale. And exhale. And slowly coming back to neutral. From here, we're going to run 3 ways of how we come into our vinyasa. First one. So slightly come forward. Drop your chest and chin down. Scoop through to cobra pose. Hands underneath your shoulders. Hug your tabletop. That's your first one. Second one. Come forward. Drop down halfway and hold. Upward facing dog with knees on the mat to tabletop. Last one is chaturanga, which is quite common for vinyasa. Come forward, lift your knees off the mat, drop down halfway, scoot through to upward facing dog, to downward facing dog. And slowly from here, walk your feet up to the front of your mat. And find a forward fold. Just allow your head to relax. Maybe you can sway from side to side or hold onto your elbows and sway from side to side. And just enjoying your practice, having fun with it. And slowly release your hands. Halfway lift. Take a full inhale, bring your hands to your shin, lengthen your spine. Exhale, release to a forward fold. Second option, inhale, halfway lift, palm to heart center, pressing into your sternum to find a lift. Exhale to release. Last one, inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to the side of your feet, send the ground of the head forward. Exhale to release. Slowly come all the way up to Tadasana. Lift up, look up, palms to heart center, and pause. So we're going to begin with sun salutation A. Some of you, if you're regulars to yoga, it's a quite nice style to warm you up before we hit the next, the sun beat. So we begin. Inhale, float your arms up. Take your time. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Halfway lift, take your option, and step back to plank. Here's your vinyasa. Take your option. I will start from the first one. Scoot through to cobra pose, to downward facing dog. Soften your knees, look forward. Step, walk, or float to halfway lift. Here's your second option. Release the forward fold. Inhale, Tadasana, come all the way up. Look up, palms to heart center, and pause. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, lower your hips, forward fold, hips high. Halfway lift with your inhale, maybe hands to heart center. Exhale to release. Step back to plank. Second option of your vinyasa, knees. Come down halfway, look forward. Scoop through to upward facing dog with knees down. To downward facing dog. Soften your knees, look forward. Step, walk, or float to halfway lift. Exhale to release. Tadasana with your inhale, come all the way up, reach up towards the sky. Bring your palms to heart center and pause. 2 more sets. Inhale, float it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Step back to plank. Your vinyasa. You can come to chaturanga, that's your third option. Upward facing dog with knees off the mat. To downward facing dog, hips back. Soften your knees, our last round. Give it a go with floating forward. So look forward, bend your knee, and float your hips high to halfway lift. And release to forward fold. Tadasana with your inhale, rise. Look up towards the sky, shine your heart up. Bring your palms to heart center and forward fold. Halfway lift with your inhale. Step back to plank. Your vinyasa low. Cobra or upward facing dog to downward facing dog. And just walk up your dog here, left and right. And from here, come up onto your tippy toes. Press the ball of your feet down towards the mat, lifting your heels. Drop both heels over to the right side. Press both hands, the mat away with both hands. Hold here. Slowly coming back to center, over to the other side. Press and hold. Slowly coming back to center. Float your right leg up with your inhale. And just pause here. See if you can find that you can bring your right hip slightly down and pressing your heels towards the back and up. And step your right foot to the outside of your right wrist. Drop your left knee down. We're going to circle here into our hips. So from here, you just roll your hips inside, a circle, and then over to the other side. It's always great to warm up our hips and our joints before we move into a more intense pose. And from here, walk your feet, toes forward, walk your hands back and sink your hip back. Press down to your right heel towards the mat, flex your toes in. You don't have to come all the way down. You can stay up here. This is perfect. Bend your front knee. You're going to find an easy twist. Take your right arm up, so knees on the mat, or you can float the knee up. Release your hands and frame your front foot. Pick up the back knee, step back to plank. Here comes your vinyasa. You can take any variation. You can come through to cobra pose, or upward facing dog, to downward facing dog. Float your left leg up. Hold here. So you can find the adjustment. So dropping the left hip down and maintain the right hip lift. Step on the outside of your left wrist. Drop the right knee down. Circle into your hips. Oh, that's feel beautiful. And then reverse. Walk your feet to the mat, pointing your toes forward, and walk your hands back. Press down to your left heel this time. Find the drawing up your kneecap up, and then pause here. And really engaging this leg here, and you really feel it underneath here. Bend your front knee, and from here find easy twist. Open up your chest to the side. Take your gaze up towards your fingertips. Release your hands and frame your front foot. Take your time to float back to plank, and take your vinyasa low. Cobra or upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Pause here for 2 breaths. And slowly look forward. You can step or float. So bend your knees, look further forward, and float forward to halfway lift. Nice. Release the forward fold. Tadasana with your inhale. Come all the way up. Interlace all 10 fingers. Turn the palm of your hands up towards the sky. Take a full inhale. Bring it over to the right. Come back to center and over to the left. Come back to center. Bring your palms heart center and pause here. Bring your big toes to touch and lower your hips down towards your heels. Drop your fingertips down to the side of your feet. Flow your chest forward with your inhale. Float your arms up. Maintain your hips low. Utkatasana. Exhale, lower your hands down. Lift your hips high, forward fold. One more. Inhale, find Utkatasana. Float it up. Exhale, lower down, lift your hips. Halfway lift with your inhale. Step back to plank. Pause here and plank. See if you can activate your core to take the weight, lifting your chest, to take the weight away from your shoulders and wrists. To downward facing dog. Well done. We're going to add on. Right leg lift, inhale. Step and replace it with your right hand. Come up onto your fingertips, find halfway lift, chest forward. Exhale, straighten your leg, bow your head towards the shin. Inhale, find halfway lift. Exhale, straight leg. Bend your knee, look forward. And from here, you're going to float the back leg up to find standing split. Lower your left foot down to meet your right. Lower your hips again, find Utkatasana, float it up. Hook your thumb together. Lift your heels. And slowly come all the way up. Reach up towards the sky. Hold for 2. For 1. Palms heart center. Lower your heels, lower your hips. And forward fold. Halfway lift with your inhale. Step back to plank. Here comes your vinyasa. Take your option. Cobra or upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Left leg lift, inhale. Step and replace. Find halfway lift, chest forward. Exhale, straight leg bow. Halfway, send the ground of the head forward. Engage the back leg. And straight, lifting the right hip up and bring it forward. Bend your front knee and find your standing split. So bend your right knee and slowly floating up. And bringing your chest to connect or as close as you can towards your left hip, left thigh. Lower your right foot down. Big toes to touch. Lower your hips and float. Utkatasana. Hook your thumb together. Heels lift. Squeeze your knees together. Glutes is engaged. And come all the way up. Reach up towards the sky. Palms to heart center. Lower your heels. Lower your hips. Forward fold. Halfway lift with your inhale. Step back to plank. Your vinyasa low. Either knees, cobra or upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Pause here for 2 breaths. Right leg left, inhale. Flex your toes, bend your knee and open up your hip here. Hold here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Straighten your leg. Take a full inhale. Drive your right knee over towards your right shoulder. Look forward. Inhale back. Control it over to the left. Twist. Take your gaze with it. Send it back. Towards center. Hug it up. Kiss your neck. Step and replace. Drop the back heel down. Setting up for warrior 1. Take your time to lift your upper body up using your core and legs to warrior 1. Take a full inhale here. Elongate the side body. Lift your heart and maybe taking a back bend here. Release your hands. Interlace all 10 fingers behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Sink further to your front hip. Hard lift. Lead with your heart and come forward to humble warrior. Head down last. Once you arrive there, relax your head. And just guiding your arms to come forward above your head. Slowly release your hands, frame your front foot. Drop the back knee down, turn the left foot out. Modification of side plank. Float your right arm up. You can bend your right knee here and kick onto your hand. If you've been practicing for a while, straighten your right leg back. Find plank. Take your vinyasa low. Cobra or upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Left leg lift. Flex your toes, bend your knee and open up your hip. Hold here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Straighten your left leg. Take a full inhale here. Drive your left knee as high as you can over to your left shoulder. Send it back with control using your core. Over to the right foot, twist your gaze there. Send it back. Towards center. Curl into your cat pose. Kiss your knee. Step and replace. Drop the back heel down. Engage and lift the upper body up. Warrior 1. Elongate the side body. Hard lift and look up. Sink further to your front hip. Release your hands, come back to center. And lace all 10 fingers behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hard lift. Hinge from your hips. And come forward to humble warrior. Your left shoulder the inside of your left knee. Sink further to your front hip. Hug your belly in to support you. Relaxing your head. Release your hands. Frame your front foot. Find runners. Drop your right knee down. Turn your right foot out. Modification of side plank. Float your left arm up. Maybe turn your gaze up to it. Bend your knee and grab your ankle. An option. Kick and open up the front body. And straighten the left leg back. Find plank. And take your vinyasa low. To downward facing dog. And walking out your dog here, left and right. Prepare to float forward or walk forward. Look forward. Bend your knees. And float. Halfway lift. Nice. Exhale, release. Come all the way up to the Dasana. Reach out towards the sky. Bring your palms to heart center. And pause. Wind your feet out slightly wider. Toes are facing forward. So bend your knees and drop down to Malasana. And from here, you're going to drop both knees forward and lift your hips. Float your arms up. Drop your hips back. Lift up to Malasana. And lift to a forward fold. So this little piece will come in and out through our practice. Find halfway lift. Step back to plank. To downward facing dog. Right leg lift, inhale. Flex your toes, bend your knee, and open up to your hip. From here, you can stay here or drop into wild thing. So right foot come down and lift your hips and open up. Relax your head. Your head it shouldn't be in the arms. It shouldn't be tense up at all. Pressing in the mat with your left hand, lifting your hips and arching your back. Nice. Find one-legged dog. Inhale here. Knee to shoulder with your exhale. Inhale back. Over to the left. Inhale back. Towards center. Kiss your neck. Step and replace. We're going to come to crescent lunge. Take a full inhale. Back heel is lift. Come all the way up. Take a full inhale here. As you exhale, draw your elbows down. As you lower your back knee down as close as you can to the mat. Power it straight up. We got 2 more. Hips drop straight down. Maintaining your long spine. 2 more. Fire it up and lower it down. Nice. Last one, glutes engage. And lower it down. Bring your palms to heart center. Lean forward and find a twist. Here's your option. You can just bring your left hand down to the inside and find a twist over here, or left elbow to the outside. Press down, fire up the back leg, swing the right hip down, hand twist. Come back to crescent lunge. We're going to open up to warrior two. Inhale to reverse, float your right arm up. Avoid dropping your head down. Maintain your arm to connect with your ear. Nice. To side ankle pose. We're going to do the set in a nice gentle way. Float your left arm forward and take it over. And swing it back again with your gaze. And over. Last one. We're just warming out here to our shoulders in this pose. And find warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Take the lock out your front knee. Take a full inhale, reach forward. Lower your right hand down. Float your left arm up. You can stay here, or another option, you can float it forward. So explore something different in your practice. Bend your front knee. Sweep your right arm underneath your left. Take your elbows forward and up. Hand slowly over to humble warrior. It's a different way, opening up the back of our shoulders here. Horse here for 3. For 2. For 1. Release your hands, find runners. The back heels lift. Take your option of side plank. Either knees down, that we've done before, or otherwise roll into the outer edge of your left foot. Float the right leg back. Flex your toes towards your shin. Engage your glutes and lift your hips. Hold here for 3. For 2. For 1. Find plank. Take a vinyasa, any option. To downward facing dog. Left leg lift. Flex the toes, open up. Stay here or drop in to find wild thing. Finding that lift, your hips. Lifting up from your back and allowing your head to relax. Very nice. Find one-legged dog. Inhale here. Drive it over to your left shoulder. Look forward. Send it back. Over to the right. Do a twist. Look over there. Send it back. Towards center. Hug it up. Step and replace. Crescent lunge with your inhale. Come all the way up. Take a full inhale here. As you exhale, draw your arms forward, but drop your hips down. Lower the back knee down. Activating your glutes. Inhale. Float it up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, float. Exhale, low. Very nice. Palms to heart center. Lean forward and find a twist. So you can bring your right hand down. You can bring your right elbow to the outside. Slowly coming back. Find crescent lunge. And open up to warrior two. Take a full inhale here. Reverse. To side ankle pose. So doing the rotation of our right shoulder. Float it forward and up with your gaze. Hand down. 2 more. Using, you can feel it activating your core here to support your standing leg. And last one. Open up to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, reach forward. Bring your hand to your shin or down or bend to find your Trikonasana. Triangle pose. You can bring your arm forward if you wish, but peeling your left side body forward and the top side body back. Bend your front knee. Sweep your left arm underneath your right. Draw your elbows forward and up. Inhale. Here's your exhale, lower down. Humble warrior. Pause here. Release your hands, frame your front foot. Take your option for your side plank. If you're doing the full side plank, flex your toes, lengthen your body, and lift your hips. And smile. It's a nice morning to wake up to it. Lower hand down. Take your option for your vinyasa. To downward facing dog. Well done. We got 3 dog waves. If you're unsure what the hell is that, it's just a plank. So come forward. Pause in plank. Downward facing dog. So add on a variation if you wish. Come forward. Maybe drop your knee just above your yoga mat, engaging your core. Straight to downward facing dog. Last one. Take your option. Soften your knees. Look forward. We're going to hop into Malasana. Widen the feet out and float to Malasana. Nice. Pause here in Malasana. Bring your hands in front of you. Point your toes forward. Drop your knees in. And from here, come up. Unravel. Lifting your chest up towards the sky. Elongate the side body and look up. Bring your hands down. Lift your knees up. Place your hands. For those of you, you can come straight to Malasana or come to crow. So from here, you're going to come up, hug it up, come forward, really hug your belly in and up, and get coming forward and lift. Slowly release. Find Malasana. Whew. And from here, place your hands down the mat. Lift your hips. Go forward fold. Widen your feet out. Find ragdoll. Hold on to your elbows and just away from side to side. Hands slowly coming out. Find a halfway lift. And step back to plank. From here, we're going to come to our right forearm, left forearm. Modify this pose. This is one of my favorite poses. Drop your knees to the mat. You're still firing up your core, lifting your chest. And this is great for especially if you coming to plank and you find it's a bit challenging for you. And just relax your mind. So sometimes we overthink things. And slowly from here, lower your knees down to the mat. Bring your knees together. You're going to float back to embryo pose. Allow your head to come down towards your knees and pause. Hands slowly coming forward. Find downward facing dog. We're going to run one more vinyasa. And then we do a standing balance. Then we're going to come down to the mat. Take a full inhale, float your right leg up. Bend your knee and open up to your hip. Hop into wild thing. We've been here before and float your arms up. We're not going to stay longer. And return back to one-legged dog. Take a full inhale here. Knee to shoulder with your exhale. Draw it back. Over to the left. Pause here on the left. You're going to slide your right foot through and then flatten down the back foot and find fallen angel or rock star. So lifting your hips up and opening it up. Find one-legged dog. Knee to chest. Step and replace. Crescent lunge with your inhale. Come all the way up. Open up to warrior two. Take a full inhale, find reverse. To side ankle pose. This time you can come in option. If you want to fire up your core and legs, bring your arms forward. If you want to bind, wrap and peel the chest up. Or otherwise, this is a nice gentle move to just pause here to catch your breath. Find warrior two. Straighten your front leg. You can take the same as we've done before. Some of you maybe wish to narrow out your stance, bend both knees, drop down and grab your right big toe. From here, touch your fingertips down. Inhale, straighten both legs so you peel your body open up. Bend your front knee, find warrior two. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your toes in. And you can narrow your stance or widen, whatever suits you. Draw your elbows back. Feel the hinge from your hips, so you tilt your hips forward. Take a full inhale. Lead with your heart. And come forward. Allow your head to lower down. And from here, walk your hands towards the back between your legs. And sending your chest between your legs, but not your head. Avoid sending your head. Your head will go with it. Just your chest, your belly. And slowly walking it back. Widen your hands out in line with your feet. Take a full inhale, find a halfway lift. Flat back, chest forward. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale, find a halfway. Exhale, low. And from here, you're going to walk over to your left ankle. Hold on to your left ankle or shin with your right hand. Bend your right elbow. Sweep your left arm up and wrap it around or just rest on the top. You can grab from the inside of your right thigh and avoid over twisting your head as your body is twisting. Nice. Slowly walking over to the left side. Hold on to your left ankle and sweep your right arm up. Wrap or not, or just to here. This is fine. And slowly coming back to center. And from here, turn your right toes forward and float back to plank. Taking your vinyasa here. Whatever you choose to do this morning. To downward facing dog. Complete it on the left side. Float it up. Bend and open. Drop the wild thing or stay. One-legged dog. Float it up. Say hello again to our left shoulder. Drive it up high. Nice. Send it back. Over to the right. This time you're going to float your left leg through and then lift your hips up and open your body up towards the sky. Find one-legged dog. Float it back. Draw your knee towards your chest. Step and replace. Crescent lunge with your inhale. Come all the way up. Open up to warrior two. Inhale to reverse. To side ankle pose. Your choice. You can rest here or you can bind. Warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Find Trikonasana or step up. Bend and grab your toes. Straight and lift. Find warrior two, bending your front knee. And this time, turn your toes out. I'll face the camera. Turn your toes out and bring your heels in. Lower your hips down. Take a full inhale, float the arms up, straighten both legs. Exhale, draw it down. One more, inhale. And exhale. Bring your palms to heart center. Take a full inhale here and exhale. Rest your hands on top of your thighs. Take a full inhale. Lengthen your spine forward. Stick your butt towards the back. Draw your right shoulder over to the left. Gaze over there. Lift and switch. Come back to center. One set off onto our hips. Then we'll return back. So take a full inhale. Turn your left toe out. As you exhale, drop into your left hip. You can come into your fingertips or support. Flex your right toes. You can walk over to the other side, or you're going to fight up with your core and legs and switch. Nice. One more set. Lift and over. Lift up and over. Very nice. Come back up and rock all the way up. Heel toes to feet together, or jump to the middle. So from here, we're going to come to a standing pose. So step your right foot forward. If you need your block or book, grab that one now. So bend both knees. Take some weight to the ball of the your glutes. Hug your belly in, chest lift. And from here, you're going to come to warrior three. Float the left leg up, straighten the right leg, float your arms forward. And hold. Float your left leg forward and lift. Float your arms up. Bend your left knee. Here's your half moon. Kick out. Either block, float, or wobble. And then hold. Slowly lower your left foot down. Step the right foot back. Crouch. Lift everything in the front body up. And slowly come forward. Floating the right leg up, straightening the left leg. Float your arms forward. Activate your fingertips. Slowly sweep it through all the way up. Leg raise. Arms up. Bend your knee. Find your half moon. Float or support. Whatever suits you. Hands slowly coming back down. And release. From here, we're going to come to tree pose. So, doesn't matter which side you start with. Pick it up, either going to your calf, ankle, or thigh. And maybe, if you want to challenge, if you're a regular to yoga, this is a nice challenge for you. Stand up on the block. So to maintain your balance on your legs, so slight hug of your belly, and finding that standing tall. Focus on one point, and just feel down to your left foot or right foot, whatever foot that's on the mat, and press it down. So avoid tipping your hip out. You can bring your arms to any type of tree you like to be today. So if you want a bit more challenge, maybe taking your fingertips up to the side and turn your gaze into it. Or maybe float it up and look up. And slowly bring your knee forward first before you lower it down. Very nice. Over to the other side. Maybe you can change your tree out this time. Maintain your focus in one point. Slowly bring your knee forward and lower it down. So take a full inhale. Palms are heart center. Exhale. So cross your ankles and sit back onto your mat. Bring the sole of your feet together. You can sit up on your block or your book or a roll up mat or cushion, whatever you got in your house to use. So dropping your knees out, you can bring it slightly forward, but the main thing is you're not sitting back onto your lower back, so your lumbar. So find your sit bone. And from here, you're going to walk your hands forward. You can widen your arms out to allow your shoulders to relax and just let go. And bring your chest forward, always leading with your chest forward to maintain that alignment. Crown of the head forward. And just pause. And slowly walking back up. And from here, you're going to extend your right leg out. And bring your left foot to the outside of your right. Flex your right toes towards your shin and a gentle press down onto your right heel towards the mat to maintain the alignment of your right side. Wrap your right arm around your left knee. Float your left arm up. Turn the palm of the hands away from you and lower it right beside your hips so you don't lean back. Take a full inhale. Create that space and lengthen. Exhale, find the twist. Take another full inhale and twist. Avoid over twisting your head. Drop your chin slightly down towards your chest. And from here, before you're coming out, drop your chin down towards your chest and slowly unravel coming back to center. And that's a nice feeling instead of just swinging your head back. Over the other side, same thing. So wrap your arm around. Left leg has to be in line. Float your right arm up. Turn the right hand away from you. Take it down close to your right hip. Inhale, create that space. You can really feel it. Lengthen of your spine. And then twist with your exhale. One more. Inhale, create the space. Exhale, twist. Beautiful. Drop your chin down towards your chest and slowly unravel coming back to center. Lie back onto your backs. And from here, find happy baby straight away. You can grab your two big toes or you can just grab your ankle or shin. What are you looking here for? It's not pulling it down because when you give it a go, pull it down, what happened to your hips? A lot. But if you just allow the weight of your arms to gently just moving your knees down, that's where you're looking for. We want to release tension, not creating them. So with a gentle allowing the weight of your arms to just bring it down. And slowly from here, lower your left foot down. Bring your right ankle on top of your left knee. Float your left knee up, foot up. And we're going to come to thread the needle. So draw your right arm in between and hold from your shin. So if you find that you're lifting your shoulders up to grab from here, please lower it down for doing behind your thigh and just hold here. So what are you looking for is guiding this right knee away from your right shoulder, maintaining your hips in line, and guiding the left knee towards your left shoulder. And that little takawa that they're doing, but not a lot to lock up any part of your body. And just find a nice release here. And slowly switch over the other side. You can do it in a fancy way or any other way that you like to be. Think about how can you avoid pulling to lock up, allowing the natural body weight to do the pose for you. And slowly release. From here, we're going to come to a nice gentle bridge pose. If you've got wheel in your practice, hop in the wheel. So otherwise, you can join me with the bridge pose. First of all, you're going to make sure that your heels is in line with your hips. Move your heels as close as you can towards your glutes. The knees are not flare out, so point draw your knees towards away from your hips. And from here, you're going to bring palm of your hands chin down on beside your body and take a full inhale, slowly floating your hips up. Roll your shoulders underneath, interlace all 10 fingers, press down to your forearms, and lift your hips so your knees, hips, and shoulder are in line. In your head, you can move from side to side. Give it a go with your head to make sure you don't put any pressure at all on your head. And just pause here. See if you can allow a nice little release of maybe tensing up your arms or tensing up your legs. See if you can define, like, give it a little fine tune. And just pause. You can feel here, fire up your quads, your glutes, but all joints are absolutely neutral. Hands slowly lower down, vertebra by vertebra, all the way down towards the mat. Beautiful. Draw your knees in towards your chest and hug them in. Maybe rock from side to side. And slowly from here, widen your feet out to the outside of your mat. Take a full inhale. Exhale, drop it to one side. Doesn't matter which side. Open your arms out. Come back to center and over the other side. Beautiful. Oh, that's nice release. Hands slowly coming back to center. As I said in the beginning of class, we're going to close in Savasana. So if you need any support underneath you, be my guest and grab it. Otherwise, if you've got the space, widen the feet out and legs and just be yourself. Letting your breath move in and out slowly through your nose. And just bringing your whole awareness to your whole body. Just allowing everything to sink in onto earth. And slowly start to awakening your fingers, your toes, bending your knees and draw them in back to center. And from here, roll onto one side of your mat and just curl in. And really just pause here. And when you're ready, slowly making your way up to a seated position. However you like to sit upright. Bring your palms to heart center. Turn your palms up. It's like you're giving and receiving. So we're going to take 3 breaths to finish it off. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your palms to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you have a lovely day and namaste.